Welcome back, welcome back. Math is easy, step by step. So here we're going to simplify a different expression. We have 3 times the quantity of 2 squared minus 2 cubed raised to the power of 0. Now, why don't you give this problem a try yourself, work it out the steps, come on back and watch how I solve the problem. There are 2 ways following PEMDAS and kind of like a little cheat I'd like to show you here in just a moment. All right, did you hit pause? Did you work the problem out? Well, if not, hit pause now. All right, so the first step we want to do is consider order of operations. I can't emphasize enough. Order of operations with each and every step until you simplified this expression. Order of operation PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. She had some beans last night. She's feeling a little gassy. Whew. First step is parentheses. Always, always. You simplify inside the parentheses. The second step, simplify any exponents. Third step, multiply or divide. Fourth step is add or subtract. Okay, so you can see these little asterisks here, and I want to point out that when it's multiply or divide, or add or subtract, third and fourth step in order of operations, if it's a tie, then you simplify or you work left to right. So for example, if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 steps and they're all multiply and divide, you work from the farthest left and you simplify all the way to the right. Same thing, add and subtract. You got 5 or 6 add or subtract terms. You work from left to right in simplifying those terms. All right, working this problem here, you're going to look inside the parentheses first, right? So is there anything I can do to simplify inside the parentheses? Remember, you can only add or subtract like terms. The base needs to be the same. A constant of 2, that's the same. But the exponents 3 and 2 are not. So you cannot add these terms. So there's nothing inside the parentheses that I can do. Next, we're going to look at exponents. Can I simplify the exponents inside the parentheses? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So what would that look like? Well, 2 to the power of 2 is 2 times 2 minus 2 to the third power, or a negative 2, which is what this term is negative 2 times itself 3 times. Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Let's take a look. What does that look like? So 2 to the second power is 2 times 2, and then negative 2 to the third power is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Now, you can put a plus sign between any two terms. It's not going to change a thing. So that's what I did here. I put a plus sign between these two simplified exponents, okay? Now, in the order of operation, what comes after exponents? Remember, we're still inside the parentheses. You have to finish simplifying inside the parentheses before you can move on and do anything else. All right. So we simplified the exponents. Now, second, we can multiply. Then we can add. All right. Following the order of operations inside the parentheses. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And a negative times a negative is a positive, times another negative is a negative 8. Let's take a look. What does that look like? So let's take a look at that. And by the way, I'm bringing down the 3 and the multiplication symbol each and every time. I'm not worried about what's outside the parentheses. Right now, I'm only working and simplifying inside the parentheses. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus plus. Negative 2 times a negative 2 is a positive 4. And when we multiply that, negative 2 times the positive 4, we get the negative 8. Don't forget, everything inside the parentheses is raised to the power of 0. and I'm bringing down the 3 and the multiplication symbol as I continue to simplify inside the parentheses. All right, so in continuing to simplify inside the parentheses, 4 plus a negative 8. Look at this. You got $4 in your pocket. You had to borrow $8. How much do you still owe me? You owe me a negative $4. So that concludes simplifying inside the parentheses. Again, I just brought down the 3, the times symbol, and the power of 0. The whole time I was simplifying inside the parentheses. This is the conclusion of part 1. Stick around for part 2. I'm going to show you kind of a little cheat, as well as conducting an internet search in the next part 2 video. I'm going to complete answering this question. Thank you for joining me. Math is easy. Take it step by step. If I've helped you, please help me to help others. Like, follow, share, subscribe.